Hi book friends, welcome to OMG Look at Her Books. My name is Gina and I love posting all things book related such as book reviews, book hauls, and book unboxings. So if that sounds like something that you'd enjoy, I'd love to have you subscribe. Also, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment for me down below. Without all that out of the way, let's get right into the video. In today's video, we are going to be going over my December 2023 TBR or to be read list that I am hoping to get to in the month of December. I am a mood reader, so I typically do not stick to TBRs too well. However, I did really well last month and read the majority of the books on my TBR list. I want to say there was a couple that I didn't get to, and then I even read some extra books that I just picked up and got in the mood to read. So these are my December hopefuls I'm hoping to get to. We have 12 books that are on my list. The majority of them are actually holiday reads, so I'm really excited to get into those. I've actually already started to read a couple last month, so I am going to not explain each book, but I'll give a synopsis to a few of them that I know, and then we'll just go through the rest. So let's get right into the books on my list. The first book up on my list, the very top of my list, is actually a reread. And as you can tell, this is a very loved book. This is an OG original copy of Percy Jackson, The Lightning Thief by Riordan. I absolutely adored this book as a kid. I want to say I read this book probably like every week, maybe every month. It was one of my first books that I had purchased myself. The pages are yelling on it, but it's so special to me and I'll probably never get rid of it. But in honor of the new TV show coming out, I'm super, super excited for that. I'm going to be doing a reread, and I also have a friend of mine that is going to be rereading it with me. So I have not reread this book in at least 10 years, if not more. So I'm super excited to read this now as an adult and see if I still love it. And I'm sure it'll just bring back all those nostalgic and great memories. So excited to read this one. The next book at the top of my list is another oldie but a goodie. However, I have not read this book. I don't know, I just never got into it. It came out back when I was in high school. I love the movies, but I never read it. And that is none other than the Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I never read this one. The movies were coming out when I was in high school. It was all the rage, but for some reason I never picked it up. Probably because I watched the movie before I read the book. And typically, if I watch the movie, I'm not likely to read the book after, especially if it's been recent. So I'm really, really excited to have these gorgeous, like foiled editions I had gotten on Amazon like a year or two ago. I'm really excited to finally read these and see how it compares to the movies. I've actually heard that it compares pretty well. So I guess we'll see how that goes. So I'm really, really excited to read this. I have another friend of mine that's actually going to read these with me. So I'll be excited to discuss that with them. And then let's get into the next book. Now we're going to be getting into all of the Christmas books that are on my TBR list for this month. I have 10 of these books, and I'm being realistic here. I probably will not get to all 10. However, having the 10 on my list gives me the option for whichever one I'm in the mood for. This first one is The Christmas Fix by Lucy Score. I have not read any of Lucy Score's books yet. However, she is really popular in the romance community, and I just know that I'm going to love her books. This one sounded so cute. So it takes place in a small town, I believe in Connecticut, and then there is a hurricane that occurs, and the main male character is working to rebuild the community and fix things that were destroyed in the storm before Christmas. And then I want to say it's like a news reporter or a TV reality. That's the main female character that comes in and tries to like film it. So it's like a grumpy sunshine, enemies to lovers, and I'm pretty sure this is spicy. I think she's known for her spice too. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I'll be getting to this one. This is going to be my first Lucy Score book. So I am actually excited to read this book. Next up on my list is Snowed In for Christmas by Jaqueline Snowe. This is another spicy rom-com that sounded really good. I believe there is a blizzard, and the main female and the main male character are stuck together indoors and they have to weather out the storm together. So I didn't read much about this, but that sounded good. Forced proximity. Maybe there's only one bed trope. I love that. So this sounds like a really cute, cozy Christmas read for this December. Next up is a young adult holiday romance, and that's called Talk Santa to Me. I love the name of this. I love cute puns and play on words and titles. Talk Santa to Me by Linda Urban. This looked like an adorable, cute rom-com, and it's YA, so it's good for a wider range audience, especially if you don't like your book super smutty or super spicy. And it sounded like it would get you right into the holiday cheer and holiday spirit, so this one sounds adorable. The next book might look a little familiar. This is The Holiday Switch by Tiff Marcelo. This one was actually on my November TBR, but I ended up reading another adorable Christmas book. It was Finding My Elf. So cute. It was an adorable coming of age male romance. I also recommend that one. This is another young adult Christmas romance. It sounded also really cute. It's an enemies to lovers. I believe they're seniors and then they're in their last year. They end up working together. Their cell phones end up getting switched. There's some secrets involved. And again, I think they end up snowed in together. So this also sounds like an adorable YA book that will help get you into the holiday spirit. The next book on my list is actually a gift that I got last year for Secret Santa. I ended up getting it closer to Christmas. So by that time, I wasn't really in the mood for Christmas. I was already moving on, I want to say, to like Valentine's Day. So I really hope to get to this one this year. This is You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince by Timothy Janovsky. Again, another play on words, little punny title. I love these little puns. This is a male romance, coming of age, I want to say. I know there's enemies to lovers. It's about one spoiled guy that ends up going to live with his grandparents in a small town, and I'm sure he ends up humbling himself, and of course, like the Grinch, his heart will probably grow 3 sizes, at least that's the hope. So this sounded like an adorable holiday romance as well, so I'm hoping to get to this one. Next Christmas book on my TBR is All I Want for Christmas by Maggie Knox. I read her holiday swap last year for Christmas. That was a buddy read with one of my Bookstagram friends, Piper over at Piper Sea of Books. I absolutely loved that book. It was an adorable small town romance with twins, and they ended up switching places. So it was kind of like a Parent Trap Christmas version. So I loved that book. So I had to pick up this one when I saw it. I think this actually came out last year, but I didn't even realize. So I didn't look to see what the summary is about, but I know that I liked her other book. So I had to pick up this one as well. So the next 3 books on my list are by the same author, Codi Hall. And the first one is Nick and Noelle's Christmas Playlist. The second is There's Something About Mary. And the third one is Along Came Holly. These were absolutely cover bias because I have not read anything by her just yet. They have a dog on the cover of each book. I am a fur mama. I have 2 doggies and I have 2 cats. So that is why I had to buy these, and they look like adorable holiday romance reads. And as far as I know, her books have you feeling all the feels. So these are nice, cozy reads that are perfect for around the holiday time. The last book on my December TBR list is The Holiday Mix-Up by Ginny Baird. And this one sounded so cute. I did in fact read the summary of this one, and that is why I wanted to buy it. So yes, it is a bit of a holiday read, but it's fake dating, which I do like that trope, and our main female character ends up going on a fake date for the holidays with one brother. However, she ends up falling for the other brother. So that sounded like a lot of fun to read. So I really hope I get a chance to read this book this month. And this concludes my TBR or to be read list of books for December 2023. Those are the 12 books that I am hoping to get to. I probably will not get to all of those holiday romances, and I will probably pick up some others along the way throughout the month, but those are the ones that I'm hoping to get to, especially those first 2, since the movie Ballad of Songbirds just came out, so I'm hoping to get to Hunger Games and my reread of The Lightning Thief for the show that's coming out in December. So I really hope I get to those, and then some holiday romance in there as well. If you guys have any holiday romance that you would recommend for me, please leave them down in the comments below. Have you read any yet this month, or have you read any in the past that you think that I should read? Or are there any on my list that you think I should absolutely move to the top and I just have to read? So let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day or night, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!